for the thick of it all. If they don't give me room, well then I'll give them a while. I'm gonna smoke my tires when the victory calls. I'm gonna be there, be there. I wanna see my face up on the jumbo screen. Feel the white hot metal of a winning machine. Because you win or you lose and there's no in between. I wanna be there, be there, be there.
This is the last race before we get to the chase. 12 drivers will make the chase. We already know 4 of them that are locked in. This is the Gatorade 200 at Richmond. Levi Jones in the 22 won them. That's outside the bubble by 68 points on the pole for tonight's event. James Tabley on the 75, who has a win this season, would need a second win in to get up into the top 20 points. 2 is outside. In 30 of Danny Lloyd. Steve Morgan, 4th, is only 38 out with the win. Carson Bowers, one of them that's locked into the chase, rounds out the top 5. They have Steven Taylor in 6th. 7th is Derek Hamill. 8th, Tim Gary. Jonathan Beeford, 9th. And rounding out the top 10, Jake Galloway. The rest of it, you have Jeff Bright with Myatt McDonald. Then there's Colton Yo, one of them locked in, and Cole Luigi in the 24. They have Justin Zeidel and Alan Bowman. Michael Canto and Marcus Sachi. Then there's JJ Reed and Stephen Baker. DJ Reed and Sebastian Kukulan. Then you have Trey Rainey and Landon Lyons. Keith Stevens and Michael Ferris. Then there's Jack Henramo and Alex Stewart. Diego Yepes, another one that's locked in, and Steve Larker. They have Luke Rain. Isaac Nichols has locked up a wild card spot. They have Laura Delano and Mathis Wells. And rounding out the field, Riley Sprigotube and Tim Randolph. There's our starting lineup for the Gatorade 200 at Richmond. Let's get going with our starting command.
For today's command, Bobby Allison.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Give your seatbelts a little tug there for me there, buddy. Get a little drink of Gatorade. Be safe. Have some fun, all right?
This is a big race for many drivers. 4 are locked in. Colton Yo, Diego Yepes, Carson Bowers, and Isaac Nichols know they're going to the chase. The rest are nervous, trying to get wild cards, trying to stay in the top 10 points. 30 laps at Richmond. Let's get going. Shones on pole. Stabilo 2 is outside. We're green at Richmond. Danny Lloyd, who missed out. Eldora leads lap 1. Contact back there. Are they spinning? Jake Galloway was sideways. He does a great job saving the truck and keeping the field in check. That could have been big for many drivers that are back in the field. Meanwhile, Justin Zeidel, Danny Lloyd, who missed Eldora, leads. Carson Bowers, one of them locked in the top 3 in points. Currently up to 2nd. Shones falling back. There's Derek Hill in the 17. Along with Jonathan Beeford in the 02. They're wrecking. Is that Michael Canto on the 47 that's gone around? They're all stacked up now. There's Kukulon sideways. Steve Morgan has gotten damaged. Marcus Sachi is back there stopped. Trey Rainey also against the outside wall. Oh, and they're still wrecking. Galloway's just gone around after the yellow. And Morgan has to stop again. And this could hurt some drivers' chase chances. Lloyd has taken the caution flag. He slowed down for the pace truck. So Lloyd leads us back to the caution. So Michael Canto is one of the first to go around in the 47. Here's the contact that brought the caution. Justin Zeidel in the 13. Aggressive down low. He needs 2 wins in a row to make this chase. And Steve Warren trying to cut down to get to the middle. They make contact. 13 goes up to the wall. And then the 47 spins around down low. And then that just kind of clogged up the field. There's JJ Reed going around. There's Tim Gary. Jake Galloway with heavy front end damage. Colton Yo, your points leader. A lot of trucks involved in this. There you can see Trey Rainey up against the outside wall. There's Kukulon coming and getting Steve Morgan. Marcus Sachi in the middle of it all. Sachi's up there in points. Jack Canaramo back here. A lot of drivers that are up there in the chase involved in this one. Zeidel, who needs a win. Morgan, who's just outside of the chase cutoff. And no one is guaranteed a spot at all besides those 4 that are in. So many drivers involved in this. To bring out the first caution of the night, Danny Lloyd in the 98 leads us back to the caution flag. And we'll stay on the racetrack and be a race leader once we get back green. We come back a lap early to give you the details needed to know who can make the chase how. So as we mentioned, Colton Yo, Diego Yepes, Carson Bowers, and Isaac Nichols locked in. The front 3 locked in because of points. They cannot fall outside the top 10. Isaac Nichols gets a wild card no matter what. He has 2 wins. And even if he falls outside the top 10 in points, he will automatically get a wild card since no one else outside the top 10 has 2 wins. And if someone does get a win, he would still get the second wild card. This is where it gets dicey. Marcus Sachi, who's the highest up in points that's not locked in, can only finish 10th or better to get in to know he's in. Jonathan Buford, next in points, has to finish 8th or better to know he is into the chase. Mathis Wells, 7th or better. Luke Rainey, 5th or better. Trey Rainey, 3rd or better. And Jack Cameron, who is on the cut line 10th in points, has to finish inside the top 2 to guarantee a spot in the postseason. Now this is where it gets interesting. Keith Stevens, right now 11th in points, 19 points out, but he has a win, so he's one of the wild cards. The other wild card goes to Steve Morgan in the 12th, who's 38 out. He has that win, though, which keeps him in wild card contention. They have Alex Stewart, who's 60 points out without a win. Levi Shones, 68 points out without a win. Cole Luigi, 90 points out without a win. They have the 7 of Mike McDonald, 101 points out, but with a win, so he either has to get a second win or get up above Morgan or try and get into the top 10 points. DJ Reed, 108 points back without a win. Steve Larker, 115 back without a win. Zidell with the win, 116 back. Riley Sprague, 117 back with the win. And Landlines is outside the top 20 points with the win. If he can get another one again to the top 20, he can use it as a wild card. We're back racing in the Gatorade 200. Danny Lloyd leads. Great restart there for the front 2. Derek Hill may spun the tires a little bit. Levi Shones there in 4th is getting pressured by Jonathan Buford in the 0-2. We know that Buford needs to finish in the top 8. He's doing just as they come down the backstretch. Lloyd may have overdriven the corner. Carson Bowers moves to the inside to get by. Rock backstretch with that DJ Reed. Hard into the inside wall for the 33 truck. And cautions breed cautions at these short tracks. Bowers in front. Levi Shones second. As we just got back racing and DJ Reed crashes down the backstretch here at Richmond. Let's check it out. Racing hard, 3 wide off the corner. Luke Rainey's up top, DJ Reed in the middle lane, and Zidell just kind of comes up, maybe thinking Reed was going to be a little bit higher, and wipes the 33 down hard into this inside wall. That's a hard hit into the inside safer barrier. Even though that's a safer barrier, that's still a hard impact. And it spins back up the track. That's definitely going to be a lot of damage to that truck, and he's definitely not going to have a shot at this winning. He was one of them that's outside, 108 points out, so he would have needed either a win or a great result, and don't think he's getting either here tonight. Yeah, I saw Tim Renoff in the pits. I was wondering what happened. Looks like he may have overdriven 3 and 4, got up into Yepez, put them both into the outside wall hard for Randolph. And then look at some trucks spinning down there. Landon Lyons goes around the 4. JJ Reed comes piling in at the end. There's Luke Rainey going around. Michael Ferris, Landon Lyons, Trey Rainey. A lot of drivers that are just in. There's Alex Stewart in the 28. He's only 60 points out. He's smoking. He's going to be done. Wild race here at Richmond. And it could change so many drivers' chase chances. Carson Bowers, one of them who's locked into the chase, leads us. We'll go back green after a third of the way through the race. Coming back to the restart, lap number 14. Carson Bowers out front. Tim Randolph, Alex Stewart, Diego Yepez, Michael Ferris out from that crash. 32 trucks on the lead lap. 3rd place, Danny Lloyd has an issue in the 98. He's down low heading to the pits. So Carson Bowers will lead. Levi Shones 2nd. Move Derek Hamill to 3rd. Jonathan Buford 4th. James Deadleo rounding out the top 5. Restart lap number 14. Lloyd to the pits with an apparent issue on the 98 truck. Bowers leads in the 16. To the restart zone they come. And we are back racing at Richmond. Great jump for Bowers there. Shones spun the tires in the 22. We'll see, though, if Bowers overdrives 1 and 2. That's been a common theme for many of the race leaders. They overdrive 1 and 2. As they come down the backstretch, Derek Hamill looks on Levi Shones for the 2nd position. They make it through cleanly this time. But a little slide there on the 17. Jonathan B for a 3-eyed move in the 0-2. He has to finish top 8, remember, to ensure a spot into the chase. He's doing just that inside the top 5. James Deadleo needs another win and to get into the top 20 in points. He's pushing hard 3-wide to the bottom lane. Maybe some contact with the 0-2 there. Colton Yo and Allen Bowman in a shoving match back there. The 10 almost shoved into the wall. A truck is in the inside wall. Was that the 13 or the 88? It may have been Luke Rainey. Hard to tell. Maybe, it might have been the 98 coming off pit road. But they are stacked up 3 wide at the front. Down to the bottom, Steven Taylor stepping in the middle. Jonathan Beaver up top of the 0-2 is going to back out of that. Cole Luigi is 90 points out of the chase. Here he comes trying to get to the race lead of 5 bonus points. We're coming to 14 laps to go. Tight back there for Jeff Bright and James Debleo. They sort it out. Debleo trying to get around off the top. Meanwhile, the 5 of Steven Taylor gets away there. 3 wide, stacked up. Derek Hamill to the bottom with the push from Levi Shones. Shones looking to make it 4 wide at Richmond. That's not going to work as a Hamill going around the 17. Backs into the inside wall. We will get a caution flag, but it is only a 1 truck incident here at Richmond. And Cole Luigi leads us back with 13 laps of racing to go. 4 wide racing does not work at Richmond. It just showed Derek Hamill from the top 5. Spinning around, gets some slight damage to the rear of that truck. We'll see what happened. Levi Shones aggressive down low. He needs the points. He makes it 4 wide here. As Derek Hamill kind of slides up, Jeff Bright's not high enough quite yet. And the 22 and the 17 makes some contact. Around goes Derek Hamill. He spins down, hits the inside wall. Not as hard as the 33 did. In fact, just with the right side of that truck in the rear end. He should be good to go. Restart the tail end of the field, though. He's going to restart behind some damaged trucks and whatnot. So this could be very interesting for these drivers. And you can see Cole Luigi making the pass there, and Steven Taylor up ahead. Luigi leads us back to the caution flag. But look at some drivers getting positions. There's the Rainies. I saw Marcus Sachi get by. Those are valuable points to those drivers trying to make the chase for season number 4. Cole Luigi, last season's truck champion, needs a win or a great result to make the chase. He's currently doing both. He's winning with a great result. It's going to be a restart with under 10 to go. Can Cole Luigi hold on and advance to the chase for the second season in a row? Only 8 laps to go once we go green. Cole Luigi up front. All 32 trucks left on the racetrack. 31 on the lead lap. We'll look slowly through this field, see where you are in terms of chase. So out front, Cole Luigi trying to win or get a great finish to get into the top 10 in points. Steven Taylor second, Jeff Bright third, James Sablio fourth, Jonathan Beeford right where he needs to be in fifth. Green flag, 8 laps to go at Richmond. Luigi steps on the gas to try and get away, but once again, don't overdrive 1 and 2. Yeah, once the leaders do that, 5 could jump to the inside right here. Great run off at turn number 2. He's looking to the inside. Down the backstretch. Gets that side draft. Gets beside a little bit of contact back there. Keith Stevens in the 74 getting bumped around. Remember, he's only 19 points behind Canorama for the cutoff. Taylor clears Luigi. New race leader at Richmond. It's the 5 truck. Luigi does get cleared a second now in the 24. He could look back to the inside. Yellow's back out. We're coming to 6 to go. Wreck off of 4. They're racing back. It's Cole Luigi. And the 24 down low. Bowers in the 16 looking low. This is coming to 6 to go. It's going to be 2 laps to go on a restart. Cole Luigi leads us back to the caution flag. Bowers in second. Another crash off of 4. Could not tell who the first to go around was, but it brings out the yellow flag. It could have been Justin Zidell, so we'll see what happened here. 2 more chase hopefuls. Luke Rainey and Steve Morgan involved in this one. Through 3 and 4, Morgan slides up and gets into the 88. Luke Rainey, remember, in the cutoff, Morgan is 38 points out with the win. Both those trucks back at hard to the outside wall, and they get some others. Landlines, JJ Reed. There's DJ Reed coming sliding in. And a lot more trucks with damage and a lot more chase trucks involved in what has been a crash-filled Richmond race. And the leaders are going to have 2 laps to sell this out with Cole Luigi out front looking to break through to make the chase for season number 4. There's the pass right there for Cole Luigi. Holds off Carson Bowers. And it's going to be a 2-lap shootout here at Richmond. Short track racing to make the chase in the Pennzoil Truck Series. Can Luigi hold on? Can Bowers steal a win before the playoffs? Can Jonathan Beeford get there? Steven Taylor or someone else steal one from further back into the top 10? This is a big restart. It's not with 2 to go. It's with 1 lap to go. Cole Luigi has to get a great restart. Hope they battle behind. It'll be white flag racing here at Richmond. 31 trucks on the lead lap. There are the drivers that can try and gain positions here to get further up in the chase standings. Will be Cole Luigi, whose chase hopes ride on this restart. Will be Bowers, who's already locked in, just looking for wins. Steven Taylor trying to get back on top after missing Eldora. Jonathan Beeford just needs to finish top 8. He's doing that right now. Jeff Brett looking for something to go right. James Sablio needs a win. Cameron was in right now. Tim Gary, Levi Shones, and Alan Bowman are your top 10. Restart. White flag, green flag. Can Cole Luigi get away from Bowers? 1 lap to go at Richmond. If Taylor jumps to the inside of that 16, it could be over if the 24 drives the track, though. The 16 could look low. Here it comes to the bottom. Does Steven Taylor make it 3 wide? Close there down the back. They're 4 wide. Around goes the 47 of Kansas. We're racing back. Big crash backstretch. Carson Bowers clears. He'll win at Richmond. Taylor coming. Bowers wins. Taylor second. Big crash backstretch. Look at the trucks involved. That was I think I saw Nichols go around the 29. They wrecked hard off the corner. Oh, man. Yeah, they were close 4 wide. Sachi's revving with Canto, and right there, it goes hard to the inside wall. Luke Rainey hit hard. He goes almost up and over. He got hit by Morgan, getting back on all 4s. They're going to try and finish here to get as many points as they can. Big crash fest at the end of the race. And ends up with Carson Bowers on top in the 16. Let's go check the finish results and see who made the chase for season number 4. Here are the finish results from the Gatorade 200 at Richmond. There were 5 caution flags for 20 laps and 7 lead change among 5 different drivers. Carson Bowers wins the race, leading 8 laps. Second was Steven Taylor. Cole Luigi led the most laps at 12. He ends up 3rd. Jonathan Beeford 4th. Jeff Bright 5th. Jack Cameron 6th. Levi Schultz starting on pole ends up 7th. James Sablio 8th. Alan Bowman 9th. Tim Gary rounds out the top 10. There's your top 20. Some chase hopefuls down towards the bottom here. Mathis Wells 12th. There's Marcus Sacchi 15th. Trey Rainey 20th. Keith Stevens 18th. Canaramo with a top 6 finish. Look down here, some more chase drivers. Justin Zeidel was trying to win. He ends up 21st, not likely to be into the chase at this point. Luke Rainey 27th. Steve Morgan 29th. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Let's now go see who made the chase for season number 4. Here are your 12 drivers that will advance into the Pennzoil Truck Series chase. Colton Yo on top of the points coming into the chase. Carson Bowers with that third win up to second. Diego Yepes third. Jonathan Beeford, Marcus Sacchi your top 5. Jack Canaramo in 6th. Mathis Wells 7th. Isaac Nichols 8th. Trey Rainey and Luke Rainey 9th and 10th. Keith Stevens 5 points back. Code Luigi 10 back. Levi Shones 17 back. But your 2 wild cards, Keith Stevens in 11th. Steve Morgan 14th. Riley Sprague 25 points behind. And you think, though, if Stevens had 5 more points, it would have been Sprague Tube in. Mike McDonald, Justin Zeidel 19th and 20th with wins. So, my gosh, definitely a crash-filled race to make the chase. Those are your 12 drivers. Colton Yo, Carson Bowers, Diego Yepes, Jonathan Beeford, Marcus Sacchi, Jack Canaramo, Mathis Wells, Isaac Nichols, Trey Rainey, Luke Rainey, Keith Stevens, and Steve Morgan. Those are the 12 drivers that will fight for the chase. So look down at the rest. So we'll start the chase at Kentucky, the KFC 250. I'll see you guys then.